The first thing you do at night, before you fall asleep, take note. What are you thinking of? Are you already contemplating the next day, how bad it's going to be, how tough it's going to be? Does it run through your mind how horrible this day has been? How God is not listening, how your prayers are not being answered, how there is no way out. It's like, thoughts are running, rushing, they go crazy. Stop. When you fall asleep at night, and this takes practice, because the simple things in life is where you will find your answer. But it also sounds so simple that it sounds ridiculous. And don't confuse simple with easy. Don't expect it to be easy. Remember, no war is won because it was easy. A war gets won because you stood your ground and you rose to the occasion and you fought against the odds when everyone else expected you to give up. You stood and you fight because you knew what was at stake. So at night, when you go to bed, you give thanks for the day. I'm telling you to give thanks for this day, and the day was so brutal and hard. This is why and how you can give thanks. When you start giving thanks, it puts you on a different level. It opens your eyes to what is working, right? You're sleeping in a bed at night. Do you know that? Have you ever slept on a mattress because you don't have a bed? You have a bed now. Give thanks for that. Your stomach is filled. You had food to eat. Give thanks to that. It might not have been the meal that you wanted, but you don't know the feelings of hunger. You have a job. That job makes it possible for you to pay your stuff, no matter how crappy your colleagues are. They have their own issues. But because of the job, you can do things, you can go places, you can buy stuff. Give thanks for that. You have people who care about you. And sometimes you feel like, you know what? Die mense soek net vir my wanneer hulle iets nodig het. It's okay. They still need you. They still love you. Give thanks for being needed, for being wanted. Give thanks that you still have your mind, because desperation can drive you crazy. It can make you twisted. It can make you bitter and resentful. Give thanks. You know what? In spite of all of this, I'm still sane. I still have my mind. Give thanks that you are still here. That you did not give up. That you are here. Because sometimes, with desperation, people commit suicide. They kill themselves because they can't see the way out. But you're not going to give up. You are still here. You still have breath in you to fight. And not just to fight. You declare when you fall asleep at night, you say tomorrow is going to be better. Tomorrow is going to be better. And you keep on saying it until you believe it. Here is the thing about affirmations and positive thinking and the law of attraction and whatever you want to call it. No words that you say will come true unless you believe it. I will say that again. No words will come true unless you believe it. And sometimes when your situation is dire, when you are so desperate that you honestly don't see a way out, the only thing you have at that moment is to believe with all your heart that tomorrow is going to be better. And you say it until you feel it in your heart. You feel it in your soul. You hold on to that one good thought with everything you've got, because your survival depends on it. So that's step number 1. So what you are doing when you go to bed is you are gearing yourself up for the next day. Because remember, when you go to bed, it's still today. When you wake up tomorrow, it will be a new day. So you are preparing yourself for a new day. The next thing that you do when you wake up in the morning, say thank you. You have survived through the night. You are still here. You are still breathing. Your heart is still beating. You still have so much to offer that no one can take away from you. You still have so much to offer that only you can do it, no one else. Yeah. There might be a million other people who have your job title, but they are not you. They are not you. You are the only person who can do that job in that specific way. And you give thanks for that. And you say, when you wake up in the morning, you say this amazingness. You better be thankful that I'm here to grace you with the presence of this amazingness. Even if you don't believe it, you keep on saying until you believe it. Remember when I said that no words will come true unless you believe it. If you keep on saying that life is so hard, so difficult, and so impossible, life will stay hard. Life gives you what you believe. Life gives to you what you say. But here is what you need to know. What I say and what I think and what I feel, they must be one. They must be in line with each other. Because I can say, oh, life is so amazing and it's so beautiful, and I can think, oh gosh, life sucks. It's absolute crap, and in my heart I will feel down and unhappy. So there's no agreement. You need to agree. You need to feel it. There's an author, he died a long time ago, Neville Goddard. He has a book that says, feeling is the answer. What are you feeling right now? Because what you feel is what you actually believe, not what you say. It is what you feel. And your feelings, it comes from your constant thoughts. Just think about when you are happy, right? You think happy thoughts, especially it's so clear when you are in love. When you are in love, magic happens. You are on a high and everything, life just flows, right? Because you are constantly thinking about good things. So to talk again about the law of attraction, we all are practicing the law of attraction. It exists. You attract what you believe, not what you say. Take for instance, the affirmation is, I am rich, happy, and successful, right? Do you feel it? Do you feel rich? Do you feel happy? Do you feel successful? Or is your overall sense of yourself a feeling of desperation and struggle and poverty? Then the affirmation won't work, because you don't honestly believe that you are happy, rich, and successful. See what desperation does? It blinds you to what you have. So in the morning, you need to wake up like a general who's going to work. You do not take this day lightly. This day is your gift. This day must become your testimony to your life. This day was given to you to make your mark and to remember who you are. You are bigger than the desperation. You are bigger than the struggle. You are bigger than the hopelessness or any other negative thing. But how do you become bigger? Because look, this is a fight. It's good against evil. And let's define good and evil, right? Because it's clear in the Bible what is good and what is evil, right? Religion tells us you can see evil. No, you can't. You can't. I can sit here and I can say the most beautiful words to you, but I can be so evil in my intentions because I'm saying to you, no, you can make it, you will be great. But what are the intentions of my heart? The fight of evil, between good and evil, it starts within you. You choose every single time. Are you fighting for good or are you fighting for evil? And that can only you can decide that. I have no right to judge you. I have no right to judge you based on your decisions. When your intent, your intention, and what motivated you, it was for the right reasons. Who am I to judge? You know, you find people who got married and they are stuck in loveless, abusive relationships. And they finally have the courage to leave. What does society do? They say to you as the woman, what have you done? You should have stayed and fought harder. Who gives society the right to determine the terms and conditions of your fights and your battles? Let's look at the job. You earn so much money. You are comfortable, but you hate it. It just kills you to go there. And one morning you wake up and you say, I cannot do this anymore. I can't. I can't. I have really tried and I can't. What does everyone else say? What were you thinking? Why did you leave your job? You see, you took on a fight and you chose good over evil. You chose faith over fear. But those who are fearful, who will keep you in a desperate state of mind if you believe it, because they come from a place of fear. People are desperate, not because of situations and circumstances, but they are desperate because of what they believe. This is another thing what desperation does to you. You put your faith in a human being, the worst place ever. I am so miserable. So now I'm looking for a man to love me so I can be happy. No, you're just going to take your misery into the relationship. I hate my job. I'm desperate for another job. You apply left, right, and center. And then you get the job. Are you happy? No. Because of your desperation, you couldn't think clearly. You just took your unhappiness with you. As long as you don't deal with the root of your desperation and your fear, it will follow you wherever you go. So now, you go to bed with the intent and with the belief tomorrow is going to be better. You wake up with the conclusion because you've concluded no matter what, today is better, going to be better. Today I will be happy. Today I'm taking control of these thoughts, my mind and my attitude. And this takes one step at a time. Because let's face it, there are some people it seems they were born to make your life miserable. They are so poisonous, so toxic, so negative. When they suck the the life out of you. Part of the desperation, because many times in workplaces, it's not the job itself that makes you unhappy, it's the people. So how do you deal with those people? The first thing you must realize that when you decide to leave that job, it will be on your terms. Not because someone else forced you out or they made it so unbearable. You go when you are good and ready to go. When it is your time to go. But how do you survive the onslaught? How do you survive the constant criticism, the attacks, being treated like a fool, being humiliated, being insulted? Because what happens? People are cowards. So what do? They gang up against you. It's the whole crowd. It's seldom one person. There's one who leads the pack and the rest who follows. So how do you deal with that? You protect the space, your mind. And remember, this war is brutal. You need everything within you to fight it. It will be the hardest, most difficult fight that you will ever have. Do not fool yourself and think that it's going to be easy. This fight will take so much out of you, but you need to stand and you need to fight. You need to have intent. And your intention must not be one of aggression. Vandag gaan ek vir almal vertel. That used to be me. Oh my goodness. That used to be me. Vandag gaan ek vir almal vertel. Ek wag iemand moet vandag saam met my sukkel. Dan gaan hulle 'n ding sien. That was me. Did it help me? No. You just create unnecessary enemies. So how do you fight it? You protect your peace. You remove yourself from the situation. You know what? If someone wants to humiliate you, what would they have achieved by that? They would have taken your self-esteem, your confidence, your belief in your abilities. Because they humiliated you, they made you look like a fool. What would they have gained? They would feel good, right? For a few minutes, like, I'm the man, I'm the woman. I make people's lives difficult. So how do you defend yourself against that? Because that's the reality. That's the situation. Right? Your mind is the one place that you have control of. If people take pleasure from humiliating you, if you work with them, if you have to deal with them, and there's no way to avoid them, you need to get it right up here. How do you do that? Because there's no magic cure. You become resolute. You need to find that space within you. That space of hope. With these ears, you don't disagree. If someone says, it's a dumb cop, you're just an idiot, you say, fine. That's their opinion. You need to see that that is just someone's opinion about you. It's not who you really are. Because you are powerful, you are empowered, you are able, competent, skilled, experienced. You had certain skills that put you in that position, in that company. It didn't happen by accident. So if someone thinks you are an idiot, you are stupid, you don't know what you're doing, it's fine. That's their opinion. You just smile and wave. It's your opinion. You know what you do when you agree with people when they say negative things about you. Not negative things about other people, about you. You smile and wave. You're like, it's your opinion. Inside, you might be breaking. Inside, you might wonder what if they are right. But when you agree, it takes the wind out of their sails. Because remember your strategy and your tactics when you fight the war. You don't fight a war on someone else's terms. You don't go toe to toe on their rules and their strategy. You use your own strategy. You use your own tactics. If they tell you, hier kom die sleg ding, it's okay, that's your opinion. You don't fight, because the thing is, when you go toe to toe with idiots, you become an idiot like them. And you know what happens when you fight useless battles? It takes your energy, it takes your strength, so that when the real battle comes that matters, you don't have the strength or the energy to fight. In fact, you won't even see the real battle coming. So part of dealing when you are being oppressed and undermined at work, you find your joy, because when you conclude, you know what happens when you conclude in the morning? You don't make it about anyone else. You don't wake up and say, today I'm going to deal with those people at work. No, you don't make it about other people. You protect your mind, your peace, and your heart. And what do? You say, today, my peace is important. Today is going to be better. Today I am taking control of my thoughts and my emotions and my attitude. Today, it's my day to be happy. Today is my day that I want to remember the blessings in my life. I want to remember the good things in my life, and I'm going to remember it. You wake up with that intent. You shower or you bath or whatever you do in the morning to get ready. You confirm, you affirm, and you conclude with that. And you don't deviate from that.